Oh, hello there. This is Ty. I'm going to do a little voiceover here for the first half of this video, which is a ride up through the Humber Trail to head to meet up with some new friends who invited us to go bowling. It was a beautiful day. Really windy. So instead of having to take a bus and a subway, once we got to the trail, we would just head pretty much all the way up the river. It was super warm, and there were a lot of people out just enjoying the colors. I got this new camera that I'm going to take with me when I go biking, and I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. I didn't go for as many fall rides this year as I would have liked to. Autumn is my favorite time of year, and the colors were actually really great this year. This was a nice little stop, and then we hit this stretch. I'm trying to follow the signs a little better, so we walked our bikes down the trail. This little stretch is one of my favorites of the Humber Trail. I think that the bridge just reminds me of something out of some kind of grand story, maybe. Anyways, it was somewhere around here that I must have ran over something sharp, because in a few minutes I get a flat and then have to reroute our plans a little bit. But up till now it was really nice. I was pretty frustrated because I left my patch kit at home. I do have a portable pump and a patch kit and tire levers and everything, but all I had with me was a bike multi-tool, which, you can't really do anything with when you have a flat. So I got in an Uber and head to the closest bike shop, which really wasn't that big a deal. It was only 5 minutes away. But here's me looking annoyed. The shop I went to was called Chain Reaction. I'll tell you a little bit about that experience after this part, but these are the parts I got. I got back in another Uber, which is playing some fun music. I actually kind of got into it. Alright, I need to go fix this flat. It's right there across the street. We'll see it. We'll see what I can do. Look at that. I had great ambitions to patch this, but without a pump, I can't even find where the hole is. So, this is going in. Then we go to the gas station over there. Hello, air. And hello, little hole. You can't see it, but it's there. I found it. I think that's the hole right there. Let's hope this does the trick. What I do know is that this thing keeps beeping at me because I'm not paying for air yet. Be patient, machine. Be patient. What a world we live in. You gotta pay for air. And I got a new tube in. Here we go. Well, I did it. And I have a new inner tube in case it goes wrong again. Big shout out to Chain Reaction, a really lovely bike shop who put up with me when I was in a foul mood, and they even threw in this nice pressure Schrader converter so that I could get gas. I mean, air. Okay, so that was a good experience. It was really frustrating, but it got taken care of. I am gonna get to this bowling place. I'm tired and frustrated, soon to be hungry. It's very windy, but I will get there. I'll get there. It's beautiful out. Look at that tree. It's gorgeous. I love fall. I think it's my favorite season. I never feel like it lasts long enough. Let me tell you why I patched that tube. A couple years ago, I took a bike course, and the bike instructor told me the story of how when he instructed in Cuba, people would come in with patches galore on their bike tube. Upwards of 25 times they'd patch it. Why? because I just didn't have access to tubes. And I have access to tubes. I bought one today. But that story just always stuck with me for some reason. It made me feel like I wasn't resourceful enough, and that I should at least start practicing being resourceful. So when the time comes to actually do it, I can do it. Look at this tree coming up on the right. It's gorgeous. I'm so out of breath. Can you see that? It's so nice. There's a big hill coming up. I should probably stop filming. Oh shit, here we go. One break. Oh, it really is beautiful here in the fall. You do have to be careful though on wet days because the leaves can be a little slippery, especially on those big hills. You know, it's funny. When I got back with the tube, I set up my bike, I turned it upside down, and I started filming this experience, and I just felt really silly. Like, very self-conscious. Why? I don't know. Basically, it felt like the experience wasn't hard enough. Like, it wasn't actually that big a deal. And having a camera in front of you can make it feel like a big deal, I guess. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe when you have the camera, it makes you feel like you should have something extra epic. But really, all I had was a flat. I fixed it. It took me like an hour, but it's done. Okay, nice bridge coming up. Woo! Despite the wind, despite the frustration, can you see my hood? It's like inflated. Despite all that, I'm still very happy to be out here. It's rare you get days that are this nice, you know? And I'm on my way to see friends. Hopefully they're still bowling. But after bowling comes the buffet. I'm going to eat a lot of food. I just want to stop to do a quick flat check. Feels pretty sturdy. And I filled this one up too. Ah! You think I would know better by now. But I don't. This bike is really taking a beating. Mostly out of my own sheer foolishness and naivety. Look at that water. Can you see it? It's so pretty. You can't really see it, but the reflection in the water is just gorgeous. One thing I want to start doing is writing some poetry when I go for bike rides, especially when I'm on my own. Oh, shoot. Is that salmon? There's salmon going up the stream. I'm supposed to be hurrying up to get to the bowling alley, but it is also a really nice stop here. I don't know how to zoom on this. No, don't go up. There we go. Just wait for it. It's a little splash. There's another one. Anyways, you probably can't see it. My friend Chad told me that, real salmon swim up the Humber River. It's amazing. The sad part is that at some parts of the river, there are waterfalls, and they just apparently throw themselves attempt after attempt to get upstream. So I just saw some. All right. Okay, hotshot who knows how to fix a tube. You ever look at stuff and think, it's really pretty. That's not the poem I was going to write, but it'll have to do for today. Hey, look at that. There's a little raccoon. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh no, do I have to go up these stairs? Please don't tell me to go up these stairs. I think I have to go up these stairs. Okay, I'm doing great. If there's no one with you to tell you you're doing great, I got news for you. You're gonna have to do it yourself. I'm sorry. It sucks to have to tell yourself that you're doing great, but if you don't do it, who's gonna do it? Well, if you made it this far, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Ty. I love riding my bike, and lately I've learned that I love fixing bikes. And I'm gonna try and keep doing both of those things, but I'm gonna try and document it more often because it makes me happy, and I want a memory of these things that make me happy. Okay, I gotta crossing the road here. Looks like I'm going, which way am I going? I'm going this way, I think. Yeah, right turn. I guess it hit me that I love bikes when I realized that I have 5 now. Look at this beautiful mural. How did that happen? How did I get 5 bikes? Oh, we'll see. Maybe I'll get rid of some. I realized that I love everything about biking. And I want to share that with the world. With the world! Well, I've got a few minutes before I have to return to the land of the cars. And I guess I'll tell you what I love about biking at this time in my life. I love riding my bike, and it's only in the last year or two, despite having ridden for years, did I really start to do it just for fun. Not in a transaction to get somewhere, not because I had to get exercise, just for plain, simple fun. Well, it's definitely getting dark. I'm not sure that riding back in the night is going to be a good idea. We'll see. I think my destination approaches. There's some friends and some bowling balls up ahead. Despite showing up late, I still managed to get a couple swings in. And by swings, I mean gutter balls. Yeah. We thought this sign was funny. That's it for the bowling footage. After that, we biked to the Mandarin, and biking in Etobicoke was pretty awful, so we took the sidewalk. Yep, it was time to hit the buffet. Overall, we had a great time. I definitely recommend riding on the Humber Trail if you get a chance. It's beautiful in the fall, but it's also beautiful all the time. We rode it home in the dark, which I wouldn't recommend because it's pretty spooky. We still managed. It took us about an hour, maybe a bit more, hour and a half. And that's about the size of it. Thanks for joining on this first ride along. It was pretty fun to make, pretty fun to do. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. I'll be coming back with a few more of these, I'm sure. Soon enough. Who's doing that?